What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the One Leg Loser podcast. I'm your boy Bear Down Rick, alongside my brother Jay, the producer. Want to welcome you guys to another episode of the One Leg Loser podcast. I know it's been a while, guys, but we welcome you guys back. This is playoff season. Jose, hold on. He's got a new background back there. He's got a Dolphins flag.
I tried, man, but that shit too fucking. It's too high. I'm gonna get it right next week. I'm gonna get it right next week.
No, because I remember a couple weeks for the last couple episodes, you had another backdrop. You had the Miami skyline back
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And then I woke up one day and the wifey decided to put the flag up for me, which is cool. And then she got my other Dolphins hats hanging on each side, but she didn't realize it's a little too high. But I appreciate it, baby. Anyways, don't worry about it. You good? You good? You good?
Nah, listen, man. Hey, anything is appreciated. But man, how's your week been, man? What's going on with you?
Just working, bro. Working, grinding, 9 to 5. Hey, gotta take care of business on that. And been watching these games, man. Very interesting games this weekend. Fucked up our parlay, but what's new, right? What's new?
Listen, man. Who would have thought Houston? I mean, well, I'm sure there's some people that again. Remember, we were on the
Yeah,
phone for like.
the thing is, bro, we called it, bro, and we knew it, and we just still fucking went with the Chargers. I don't fucking know why. Oh, my
But
bad.
geez, listen,
I have
this guy Herbert has had 3 interceptions the whole damn season, and he ends up throwing what, 4 that
four.
game.
Bro. You just
And
fucking
then not only
fold.
that, not just interceptions. If you throw interception and you hold them to 3, it's fine. But was there 2 pick sixes or was it 1?
I
I'm
think it
trying to
was
remember.
one pick six and then one damn near at the 20-yard line or some shit like that. It was just ridiculous, man. There was a lot of people on Houston. I just couldn't see it, man. The way CJ Stroud was playing down the stretch, and then bro, they won 9 games, like, and they only won the division because the rest of the teams are trash, and
Yeah.
they don't belong in the playoffs, man. They don't belong, but whatever.
Well,
We'll get
listen,
to
you
those
could
later.
say that. Yeah, I get your sentiments of that they don't belong because of the record, but man, did they turn that switch on? Bro?
I ain't
They
no
looked
switch
like
on that
game records. They were like game
Yeah, listen,
man.
man. They got a line. Daniil Hunter and that boy Will Anderson, man.
Will
They're
Anderson,
beasts.
man.
They're beasts. They're beasts. I ain't gonna lie, but it was all Herbert. Well, not even Herbert. To be honest with you, I can't even blame Herbert. Disley hit him right in the hands. That's the first pick six,
I
and
remember
then the guy
that.
took it. That's not Herbert's fault. And then to McConkey, it was a kind of high throw, but it went
Mhm.
right through McConkey's hands, and
Yeah.
another interception, and then everything, and then the boneheaded cross the body. You can't throw across your body, man.
Listen,
Anyways,
yeah, like
man,
I listen. I agree with you that again, yeah, everything falls back. We always blame the quarterback, but again, it's an 11. It's a team sport, right? It's
it's a team
11 man's
sport.
out there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, 2 of them were probably the guy didn't catch the ball, and then one was a fluky one. One wasn't one that one bounced and jumped in the air or something like that. Wasn't one of them?
It was, bro, man. When I realized we were gonna lose the shit, I was like, man,
You
I'm
turned it
done with
off.
this. Man. I didn't turn it off, but like I checked out. Like I was still watching the game because I have to. I just
Yeah,
have to. But it's like watching Dolphins, right? The last game against the Jets. Like
yeah.
I was there watching the game, and then we were losing. Everybody leaves. Both of my kids leave. Chris was there because she's forced to watch the game with me, and I have to. I'm going to watch the game, bro. Like I'm a
You're just
Dolphins
sitting there.
fan. I'm going to just sit there and just beat myself up and like question myself. Why am I doing this? But I can't go the next day and be like, I didn't watch the game. I just can't, bro. Like I don't know if that's how you feel, but
No,
I
listen, I
just
agree with you
can't, bro.
100%. Now,
I can't.
I will do this every once in a while, and this is maybe a superstition side of me. I may like shut it off for like 2 minutes, and in my mind, I'm saying to myself, something amazing is gonna happen. I don't know why I do that. Like I shut it
Yeah.
off for a minute, and I'm like, okay, something's good is gonna happen, and then I turn it back on. So it's like a weird superstition for me, but that's like when it's really going south, when it's really going bad, and it's just thing. But yeah, man. Your season ended. Our both seasons ended. I mean, shit, mine ended on a high note. Fuck the Packers. We beat the Packers.
Okay.
Yeah, Caleb is 1-0 in Lambeau.
Caleb threw for a grand total of like 140, 130.
180, brother. Call it 180. Relax. Talking. And we
All
will have
right,
this conversation.
we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get
Oh,
into
we're
that.
gonna have this conversation, man. We're
We're gonna get
definitely
into that.
gonna have
We're
this
gonna get into that.
conversation between me and you. But listen, man, he went in there.
But
He drove his team down the field, and again, just how we are giving Herbert this grace that hey, a
okay, look,
lot
all
of
right.
this.
All right, so we're going into that now. You want to go
No,
into
no,
that
no, no.
now?
I'm just saying. I'm saying in general, like with any quarterback,
let's
I'm not
let's
just gonna
let's,
throw Caleb in there.
all right. Let's kill the recap real quick. Knock it out. Everybody knows what happened. Fucking Chargers blew up our fucking parlay. I'm pretty sure it blew up a lot of people's parlay, but it blew up ours. Whatever. Moving on. Philly, man, that was an interesting game. I thought Philly would have a little bit more firepower. Um, but
It,
they squeaked it out. Listen, Saquon Barkley, goddamn beast, bro. Goddamn beast. You know who can stop this man?
it
Um,
definitely is.
what that was against the damn. I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? Philly versus holy shit. The
Packers,
Packers.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Philly again.
Jordan Love, man. Like, so what's going on Jordan Love, man? Like, is he the guy?
I mean,
Is he?
I don't know. I don't watch. I
I
low
mean,
key watch. I low key
you
watch
being a
some of
Bears
the
fan,
stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You being a Bears fan, you got to. I
Yeah,
mean, you got to keep up. If you keep up with anybody, it's your division. You got to keep up with the division because
I
that's what
try
you
to.
got to go to the
I
division
watch a
first.
couple guys over there. I mean, again, the guy got hurt the following week, so again, I'm not excusing him, but he's been, is he really that guy?
So I'm asking you.
I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you he is or he's not, but do I tell you that he scares me like Aaron Rodgers scared me every time a Sunday or a Monday came when we're playing Aaron Rodgers? No, it's not the same
Definitely
feeling.
not. Definitely not. Definitely.
It's not the same feeling at all. So again, if
I
you
feel.
want to measure it that way,
Like, yeah, I feel like he does have weapons, but there's no superstar there. There's Jaden Reed, I got you, Wicks, Devontae Wicks, but there's no superstar. You got Kraft. The only person you can say is borderline superstar, which I don't know if he's a superstar, but just borderline right there is Jacobs. Jacobs
yeah.
he had a really nice year, and he's been a really good back in this league. Especially playing with the Raiders. You know,
I mean, listen, let's. I think the Packers have never been this flashy team. Again, in the sense of like, okay, they had what Jordy Nelson at some point. You had Randall Cobb. Again, they're nice guys, but they're not your Calvin. They're not your Megatrons. They're not your
they're
Julio
not the
Joneses.
CEOs or
They're
the
not your
Jamar
TOs. They're not
Chases.
your Ocho Cincos. So I think
Right.
they've always had guys. They've had guys, and they win. They used to win with Rodgers by committee. It was just it was never the last superstar they had
Devontae.
was Adams. They had Adams, right? Adams was
Yeah.
legit number one contested. Could have been arguably the best wide receiver in the whole NFL during a time that he was in Green Bay, right? But before him, it was just a bunch of guys. Jordy Nelson. You had what's this other guy's name? Drawing a blank here. Just had a bunch of guys.
Just a bunch of
Guys,
guys. Just a bunch of guys. Yeah.
solid guys that when the
For
ball was
sure.
thrown their way, they catching that ball. You know what I'm saying? Randall
Mhm.
Cobb. You had Cobb out there. So again, I don't want to say they like they've always been that way. They're built that way. They don't have the flashy trades. You never hear them. They build through the draft. That's how the Packers do it. The Packers do not. They don't. They don't. They don't. They're not flashy people. They're just through the draft and build guys up. That's how they roll.
No, no, facts. I mean, it just Andrew. I think feel like I was about to say Andrew Luck. Just love, man. He just seems inconsistent. Like sometimes he'll throw, 4 touchdowns, but on the flip side, he'll throw 4 interceptions.
That's true.
It's like
That's
he gets
100%.
rattled under I don't know if he doesn't handle pressure for that well to me. I don't know. Maybe he plays hero ball. I don't listen. I don't know a lot about Green Bay and their goings ons, but
Yeah.
it's just
To me, I think
can you win with Love? I think you can win with him. All right. Bottom line, I think you can win with the guy.
the question if you're trying to go over the mountaintop, if you're trying ultimately listen, I was just talking to my wife's niece boyfriend, diehard Steelers fan. devastated. We'll talk about that game in a minute. But we were just having that conversation about, again, you're looking at Tomlin, and has winning season after winning season, but you're always winning the division, or you're always 10 wins, you're always above 500, but you always check out in the first round. Remember we had that conversation last time?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
speaking about like Love, is he going to be that guy that you win because of him? I don't know, and I don't think so. I can't, I don't know, but I don't think so. I haven't seen that
Right,
from him where
right,
it's
right.
like, oh shit, this guy's coming in, he's gonna march these motherfuckers down the field,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
win. That's it's not Aaron Rodgers, it's not
That's
Tom
the thing.
Brady, it's
I've
not
I've
Patrick
seen him
Mahomes.
do that though. I've seen him do that.
Mm,
Like, but listen, ultimately, do I have that those names that you just mentioned? Ultimately, I don't have that confidence in him.
no,
I think he's a middle of the pack, top 15 quarterback. I think he's decent. I think you can win with the guy. You give him some pieces. He's basically Tua. You
yeah.
give him some pieces. You build around him, and you can win with the guy. Now, is he going to go out there and bring you back from 20? Probably not. Because the reason why you're down 20 is because he threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
And then
saying?
listen,
That's
you got to give
too much.
coaching over there a lot of credit. Matt
Listen, Matt
LaFleur.
LaFleur deserves a lot of credit,
Oh
man.
man, listen, he's
He deserves a lot of credit.
definitely a stand-up
But
coach. So
yeah,
yeah, you know, we thought the Eagles were gonna blow them out, and it was like you said, it was one of those games where we're like, "Hey, man, if you keep
yeah,
letting these guys keep in it, remember we were talking about that. Keep letting, if you're not capitalizing on these things that you need to
yeah.
capitalize,
Yep,
you,
yep.
you're leaving that door open for the other team to come back and come back." So,
Yeah,
oh,
I remember I was texting you. I was like, "Yo, this reminds me of the Houston game where Chargers
mm.
kept leaving the door open, and then all of a sudden they broke through, and
Listen, how
and
many
then
times did the
they
Chargers
didn't
not
break
have the
through.
ball down in in Houston territory? They had the ball multiple times
Mm-hmm.
down, almost close down to the red zone, and they just couldn't make it happen, dude. It frustrates the shit out of me. But hey,
Yeah,
kudos to the Texans. We'll talk about who they play here shortly. Next game, right? We had what we had Bills against
Bills, Denver. That game started
Denver.
off hot. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was
I
talking to
thought
Chris. I'm like,
Bo Nix. We thought Bo Nix 7-0.
threw a tutty on 3rd and 8. I'm like, oh man,
This
and
is a game.
I was pretty excited. I know we had Buffalo, but I was still excited to see potentially Buffalo going down. Like, come on! At the end of the day, I'm a Dolphins fan. So, and she's like, "What are you talking about? What are you doing?" I'm like, "It would be sweet to watch fucking Buffalo lose right now."
Yeah.
But she's like, "What about your money? Where you buy your ticket?" I'm like, I know, but whatever. But listen, Buffalo, they're the better team. They prevailed. They came through. Josh Allen, goddamn, he put his cape on and he willed us boy to victory, man. Like
And that's
it's
what
crazy.
we're talking about, of like
Love. He ain't got that.
yes, the
He ain't that boy.
quarterback.
He ain't that boy. Yeah, he ain't
Uh,
that boy.
but you also have to give, okay, but let me ask you a question. Since that is your division, that's your rival, you've kind of, I'm not saying you watched him religiously, but you've seen the progress of him, of Josh Allen. In the first 2 years of Josh Allen, were you like, okay, this guy is him, or
No,
was it you saw
no way.
flashes?
No way.
So
You with Josh Allen, right? When he came into the league, you will always see he for some reason he always beat us. I'm gonna start off with that. He would
okay.
always beat us, but it wasn't because he was an amazing quarterback. They just
Mhm.
had a better team. He made a few plays here and there, and they beat us, right?
Mhm.
But there's no way. I never saw this. I never seen just Josh Allen until a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? When he became just Josh Allen that everyone seems to love now, right? Bro, the guy was erratic, man. The guy was all over the place. I'm talking about interception after interception after interception. Yeah, he was always big and mobile. He can always run, but he wasn't
Mhm.
this guy. Like it took him a while to develop into this guy. Matter of fact, it took Stephon Diggs. When Stephon Diggs came into the picture, something clicked. Obviously, you have a number one receiver now, and
You
like
have weapon. You have somebody there.
you have a weapon, right? So, exactly. So you have a weapon, and
Mhm.
then now that Stephon Diggs is gone, he's actually better because this whole turmoil that they had going on. Wide receivers are divas, man. When you have these type of
Yeah.
wide receivers, Tyreek Hills and
I was gonna say that name, but I'll let you say it.
Listen, bro. Listen, I know all my turmoil in my damn locker room, and I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of it. But when you have all this, it's called cancers, right? That's what they call them, cancers, right? You know, and once they got rid of the cancer, Josh Allen just became this you seen it. He's an MVP candidate.
Listen,
I mean, he's incredible.
listen.
I finally broke down until I'm like, this fucking guy is incredible, bro.
He
Like,
is who he is, right?
I'm witnessing a football dude, bro. Like that dude is, man. I would give anything to have that guy as my
So
quarterback,
listen,
bro.
just really quickly here. Josh Allen, 2018, he was just a little bit his rookie season, just barely over 2,000 yards, quarterback rating of 49.8,
Yeah,
10
bro.
touchdowns to 12 interceptions.
Yeah, you see?
12.
No,
Then 2019, stepped it up a little bit, 3,000 yards, 20 tutties to 9 interceptions, still a quarterback rating of 49.4. And then the light switch turned on somewhere in 2020, 2021. So you see that again.
that's what Stephon Diggs came in that place.
Again, you see that. That's why I hate people that
I already know
crown.
you do this shit.
No. I'm not just going there, mother. I'm not going just there. I'm saying I hate the people that crown. Either you crown somebody or you write somebody off in the first fucking season.
In the
Like
first 2 years,
in the first 2 years, you write him off. Either he's the greatest thing that he's the next Joe Montana, next Dan Marino, next Hall of Famer because he had an amazing first year, but you're not giving people time. You're not giving them the time to actually develop and be who they're eventually going to be.
Right.
But yeah, so that Josh Allen again, they
Because
just
at
lit it up,
the end
man.
of the day, right? Imagine, right? These are rookies coming into the league. I know they've been playing football for a long time, but this is a brand new league. This is not college, man. Everyone here runs a 4-4. Like even quarterbacks sometimes run 4-4s. It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Everyone runs 4-4s. So it's like imagine a rookie coming in, and you got to go against Vic Fangio, Mike Tomlin defense. Or a
You
fucking
got Watt. You got Watt coming off the edge.
That's what I'm saying. You got Watt coming off the edge. You ain't got no Bob Saget and shit. Rest in peace. I think he died. But like anyway, you ain't got like you Joe Schmo coming off the edge that might make the league. Nah, you got a dude already in the league, established, who's got to feed his family, gonna come headhunt you. Yeah. And on top of that, you got a defensive coordinator who just are just playing mind games, bro. So I get it. You got to give them time you got to give these quarterbacks time to develop.
Yeah.
But
listen, not everybody's Patrick Mahomes. Not everybody.
But even Patrick Mahomes had a year. Even the great Patrick Mahomes had a year. Tom Brady sat down before he got forced into action. The game. Yeah. Remember, he got forced into action.
Yeah.
So he didn't. These guys are not. No, man. I'm just saying. People, it's like we always say, Mo, instant gratification. That's what everybody wants.
It's all it is, bro. It's all it is.
I'm far at that. I'm far at that too. I wanted some gratification too. I've been losing so goddamn much. I want to win, man.
Most franchises. You listen. If you were to listen to, and I'm kind of intrigued by wanting to do stuff like this. Like I want to spend some time. When don't got nothing going on. Like listen to Steelers radio. Listen to Steelers radio, and I want to hear them. And I want to hear how pissed off they are that every year after year they're freaking hitting the playoffs. They got a winning record, and then just exit. And then your draft pick sucks. So you're not getting the top tier quarterbacks. You're getting the Kenny Pickett's of the world. So again, which poison do you want? Do you want Dolphins, Bears of just fucking losing? Or do you want this shit where you're winning, you're having a winning season, but every time you're one and out, exit one and out.
But that's the thing though. But that's the thing. In my situation, it's like, bro, for you guys, you either do good or you do bad. Mm-hmm. I'm with the Steelers. Mm-hmm. I just barely missed the playoffs. So I'm 13th and they're going to be like 16th. Yeah. I'm in the same fucking boat.
You're always in the middle.
Always in the middle. I can't get a top 10 pick because I'm too good, and I can't get a late round. Well, no one wants a late round pick, but I just suck that I don't advance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm in the same boat. So but you brought up an interesting question. I mean, the interesting team, the Steelers. there's a lot of murmurs coming out of Pittsburgh. Tomlin this, Tomlin that. What do you think? Do you let go of 17 years? I mean, what has he done? I mean,
Listen,
yes, he got you a Super Bowl with Big Ben, but
yeah,
like outside of that, it's just like you just said, good enough to compete, not good enough to win it all, and not bad enough to get a top 10 pick or a top 5
yeah,
pick. So it's
yeah.
like it's a cycle, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Mike Tomlin, we can all agree he's a Hall of Fame coach.
Oh yes, oh yeah. He's no doubt. Again, now that the Bears are going after Mike McCarthy, they potentially, if you put their numbers next to each other, they're the same individual.
They're right there.
They're the same
I saw
individual.
it.
Same
Matter of fact,
individual.
McCarthy might be a little bit more.
Yeah,
I
I think he does. I
don't
think he is a little bit more than
I
Tom.
think he has a better winning percentage overall.
Yes,
Some shit. I saw it
yes.
today, and I'm like,
And again, Mike
very,
McCarthy,
very
Aaron
interesting.
Rodgers gives him a lot of credit of his development because of Mike McCarthy. But no, I want to go back to your question though, right? What do you do with Tomlin? The question then becomes, so there's two sides to that question, right? The first side is, if not Tomlin, who? Where do you go?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the next side of it is, what's that thing? What's that saying about insanity? If you keep doing it over and over, like you keep doing this over and over and you get the same
Yeah,
result, it's insane. You're insanity.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
eventually, sometimes, bro, regardless of how good he is, a fresh start. He may need a fresh start. He may need to go somewhere else. The Steelers may need to start fresh, start over again. So again, I'm not a Steelers fan,
Yeah,
so I
but
can't answer for them.
The Steelers are they're that franchise. They're those Green Bays, right? The bad. You guys are like you're losing your aura. To be honest with you, bro, you're losing your aura. You're losing that aura where it's like Mark Dicta for 15, 20 years, and this guy for 15, 20 years.
No, listen, man. We
Steelers
we
got that
we
aura.
we.
Green Bay got that shit.
No, yeah,
And you
Green
guys are
Bay.
one of
Yeah,
the oldest franchises, so it's like you're losing a little bit by flipping all these coaches every 2 years. You're losing that. But
yeah.
anyways, a sidetrack. I'm my bad. I went off track. But what were you saying about Mike Tomlin?
No, I was just saying, like I said, sometimes you have
Oh,
to
you
rip
had a
the
switch up.
you have to
Yeah.
rip the Band-Aid out and say, hey, listen, man, we've tried this. A fresh
Yeah,
start
man.
is probably the best bet.
You gonna let go of Mike Tomlin?
I mean, listen.
Oh,
Okay,
so
what do you next year? What happens?
if you give a quarterback if you give Mike Tomlin a quarterback, I'm talking about a top 20 quarterback because I don't
A
even
hundred,
Russell Wilson is not a top 20 quarterback.
a
The guy
hundred.
needs to retire almost, bro.
Yeah.
You give him a decent quarterback. Let's say he signs fuck, bro.
Ooh, who's gonna who are they
Darnold,
gonna call
Sam
and say,
Darnold,
hey, I'm gonna trade you
Sam
my
Darnold,
franchise quarterback?
Sam Darnold's better than Wilson right now.
But Jose,
I know he's ass.
Sam
I
Darnold
know
is not taking the damn Steelers to the winning
he's
Super
not.
Bowl, bro.
He's not.
These are
That's the thing. That's the thing.
the only way you could do this is if you call Kansas City and say, hey man, I give you 5 first round picks. That I get, but
Yeah.
you're not. But nobody's giving up. It's not like these quarterbacks grow on trees and the top people.
No,
No,
facts.
man.
That's
So again, if you're not drafting them, if you're not getting the Tom Brady's in the 6th rounds, if you're not drafting even the Russell Wilsons in the 3rd round, if you're not Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, in the sense of listen, I even put you give him Brock Purdy, they could probably make a run. Even a Brock Purdy potentially.
bro. I don't believe about Purdy, bro.
Listen, man, but hey, listen,
I
he's
don't believe
gotten them to a championship game, got him to a damn Super Bowl. Well,
CMC guy.
but hold on. Now we want to say team. But it's.
I've always said team. Which you talking about? I've
Yeah,
always
but
said
what I'm
team.
saying though, but Brock Purdy did his job. Did he not do his job? He's doing his job
To a certain extent. The reason why they win, I mean, the reason why the San Francisco loses is because of Brock Purdy. No other reason. Because they got a top 10 defense. They got Joey coming off the edge. I mean, Nick. They got Nick coming off the edge. Got a healthy CMC. Listen, a healthy team, a healthy San Francisco team right now is
They would have win.
contending for the Super Bowl.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
But
That I
but
agree with. Yeah,
but you take away the healthiness, right? And they're all injured, and you leave Brock Purdy, and what happens? They're not even in the fucking playoffs.
but let me.
That's the
But can't we
point.
say this about 99, almost 98% of every
No,
team?
no, 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 no,
Who
no,
who
no.
who's
Take
gonna
away,
lose? Who's gonna lose their roster? Who's gonna lose their top wide receiver and the tight
take
end
away
and still make
Saquon.
it?
Take away Saquon. Philly's still in the playoffs. I'm not saying they can contend. They're still in the playoffs. They're still good enough to be in the playoffs.
You think so?
Number one defense. Number one defense. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard.
You mean AJ Brown, the guy that was sitting on the sideline reading a book?
That's because
One
they want.
catch.
That's because he's a fucking diva and he's like trying to make a
Yo,
point.
did you see
without
that?
making a point.
Did you see him reading a book? Did you see that? What the?
No, you know what's even better? You know what's even better? The guy who wrote that fucking book, his sales on Amazon went up. They went up 53 million%. The guy made crazy money because AJ Brown sitting on the fucking sideline reading his book.
Damn.
So again, Philly can make the playoffs without their best player, Saquon Barkley. They have the best offensive line. You can find any fucking running back to run for. I'm not gonna say for run for 2,000 yards because that's ridiculous. Yeah. But you're gonna find a running back that's gonna get you 1,000 yards, a few catches at the backfield, running back by committee. That's a play. That's a team right there. Okay. Detroit. Who's their best player? Name them. They can still make the playoffs without that player.
Well, name them. Well, Detroit is proving that without their best, their defense is depleted. They're depleted, but they're contending and they keep. So again, it goes down to the team and the coaching, right?
Who else is in the playoffs? Who else is in the playoffs that lost a major, that can lose a major player and still be in the playoffs?
Well, the Baltimore's lost Flowers, right? Didn't they lose Flowers? Didn't they lose him?
Yeah, he's questionable. I think he's gonna be questionable. I think he might not play. Okay. But regardless, if you take away, that's not the best player though. If you take away Derrick Henry from that team,
they're done.
They're still playoff team.
Oh yeah, playoff team. Okay, so the bar is playoff team.
Yes. I'm talking about playoffs.
Yes.
I'm talking about playoffs.
Playoffs?
The moment you took away CMC off that team,
done.
Everything went to shit. Everything went to shit. Everything went to shit.
You make a point.
All of a sudden, they don't know how to play call. That Shanahan, for as good of a coach he is, he lost all control. He doesn't know what to do anymore because he ran everything through CMC. Every pass was through CMC. Every run was through CMC. Every screen CMC. Everything. So my point is, Purdy ain't that dude, bro. He ain't that dude.
I'm not saying he's that guy. I'm not saying he's that guy.
He's serviceable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's okay. If you were to take Sam Darnold or Brock Purdy and put him on the Steelers, who would you take?
I would take Purdy.
That was what I was referring to.
I would take
Purdy. Put him on the Steelers. Serviceable man. Hey, just don't fucking turn the ball over. Move the sticks, and let my defense let my defense fucking play lights out.
I'll take you because you don't see ghosts. Sam Darnold see ghosts. He used to see ghosts in New York. So
well, listen, let's move. That leads us right into that game. Damn Minnesota, man.
Oh yeah. Listen, it was all his fault.
Wow,
He folded. He choked. He lost over $100 million in 2 games because he played like shit. It sucks for him. He's got plenty of money. He'd be okay. But like he could have got a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got like smoked. It was nothing.
So I mean we're gonna get into that. We'll get into it later. So we're talking about a little bit about coaching. I wanted to get your thoughts on the Rooney Rule. I know if you heard of Aaron Glenn from the Detroit. He turned down
the defensive line. He turned down the Patriots interview.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Rooney Rule? Give me your thoughts about the Rooney Rule, and I'll share my thoughts when
Okay, great question. I really like that question. So I get the
intent.
The intent. There you go. The intent behind the rule. I understand that. But I think just like everything else, using the Patriots as the example, they interviewed two guys, two minorities, like right off the bat. Boom, boom, boom. They got it out the way, but they knew the whole damn time that Mike Vrabel
They
was
knew it
the
was
guy.
Vrabel. They knew it was
So
Vrabel.
I mean, listen, can if you look at it half glass full, if I look at a half glass full, can it still be a good? Can it still be good in the sense of at least getting these guys, whether it be Ron Rivera, because Chico, he got when Chico was interviewing, he's considered a minority, so he just interviewed with the Bears as well. But nevertheless, at least getting these guys in these rooms, right? Getting them in the room and putting themselves out there. Do I think of it as like it's a tough one, bro? Like
Yeah.
again, I like the intent of it. I understand where it's coming from, but the teams are gonna choose who they're gonna choose, regardless. Um, again, that's my thought so far. But what do you think? I want to hear your thoughts, bro, because
So I think the
you
Bruno rule is complete horse shit.
mm,
I think it's
okay.
complete horse shit. I think this. You cannot tell me how many black coaches do we have in the league. I'm talking about head coaches. I know there's a ton of D coordinators, offense coordinators, and linebackers coach, and running back coach, and O line, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
I'm talking about the big dogs, right? Who running the entire organization. We got Tomlin,
You got Tom, you got Bowles down in Tampa.
Todd Bowles in Tampa.
You
You
got
got
Tampa.
Raheem Morris in Atlanta.
You got the guy in Houston. You got Nico
D'Amico
Collins.
Ryans,
You got
four.
D'Amico Ryans 4, and
I
then
think that's it.
so 432. Is
Four
it
out of
that?
32. I think I think it's complete horseshit. Again, I see the intent. I see the
But what's horseshit about it? Can you elaborate on that?
why are you forcing okay, hold on. It's like you're forcing these teams
Mm,
obviously to interview these coaches, right? But
mm.
it's just a criteria to meet. But let me retract my let me back up before
I
you
need you
answer
to
that question.
unpack that. Yes, unpack
So
that for
yeah,
me.
so the thing is, like, you cannot tell me there's only four competent black coaches, or I'm sorry, not black, minority coaches in this world. You cannot tell me that there's only four people that can lead. I mean, out of 4 out of 32, there's only four that can lead these franchises. There's
Okay.
so many minority coaches out there that are busting their ass day in day out, trying for just to get an opportunity, right? I think the bigger issue we have is, and it is what it is at the end of the day. We just got old white people as owners. That's what it boils down to. So when unfortunately, listen, I'm not breaking any grounds here, man. Like, unfortunately, people are gonna owners race are going to they're going to gravitate to what they feel more comfortable with. That's all it is. And it's unfortunate for the minorities out there, because you cannot tell me there's not a better minority coach out there than fucking Mike McDaniels.
Mm,
Like, there's got to be someone out there, you
yeah.
know. And then, but these people get the opportunities because of the color of their skins and their race, and it's unfortunate. I just think
Yeah, listen, like
it's
again, like I
foolish.
said, I get the intent of it, and I think that when it was created or
Again,
when it was it
it's
was
horseshit, man. I just and I'm so, bro. I wish all minorities turn down those interviews. I wish they would. I wish they would, because then you're gonna have a change. Then
well,
you're
yeah,
gonna
when you already know, hey, you bullshitting me, you just want
you're
me in this
bullshit,
damn room just to meet a quota. I,
right?
I, I want a real shot. I want a real opportunity, right?
And they deserve real opportunities. Like,
Yeah.
listen, I don't listen. Listen, Aaron Glenn. I'm sorry, bro. I know he's been doing his thing with all the injuries, but has he though?
Yeah.
Like, they're ranked low. The game against Washington is scheduled to go over 60 points. Like, they already know they're gonna score 30 on you. Like, why do you deserve a chance? Because you're on the Lions staff? No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You don't deserve a chance.
Yeah. So you're saying Glenn is not a competent, you don't think he's
No,
well,
no.
listen, hold on. Let
He's
let
just
let let
he's
let
just
let, let me let me let me
lying.
put yeah, but let me put some thought into this. Okay. Eric
Mm-hmm.
Glenn is, again, we just referred to this a couple minutes ago, right? And again, I'm very, listen, I am one that's very skeptical. Like the Ben Johnson whole thing,
That's another thing.
I'm very skeptical of these OC, these gurus coming out of, oh, they're the hot flavor. But let me just talk about Glenn here for a second, right? In the sense of, like, again, just like tangible what I see, right? This guy has a defense. He's leading a defense that is literally down to second and third guys from the street, and they're playing football and running their ass off, and they're playing hard for their coach. And I think one of the major attributes of a good coach, just like a Mike Tomlin, or even a, I know you hate Dan Campbell. I know you hate him. I know you
No,
don't
I
like
don't, I
him.
don't hate the guy. I don't
But no,
hate
no,
him.
hate's a strong word. But you don't think he's. But again, these men, grown men with families and beards and all everything of that, these men are willing to go through brick wall. These men are willing to fight for individuals that are willing, that they know when they stand in that room, that presence,
Okay.
and they
Yeah.
command that. So again, I'm
Right.
not calling this guy like the
But how
next.
hard but Rick, let me real quick. How hard
Yeah.
is to coach defense that all you have to do is worry about the pass? Detroit scoring 45 points a game. When all you have to do is worry about the pass because that's all they have to do, that's the only option they have. uh, How hard is it to coach that
Listen,
defense?
man, I don't know. Again, I can't.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying.
I can't tell you because I'm not a defensive coordinator. But
I'm
listen,
just
I
saying.
know.
These are things that like people like. I heard everything you said. The defense depleted and blah blah. I get all that,
You're
bro. I'm
talking
not
about
dismissing
second. You're
it.
talking about second string guys out there,
Yes,
Jose.
I understand that.
Like, like,
But what happens when Detroit puts up 45 this weekend? And when you tell me you tell me Washington's gonna be running the ball to come back? No, they're
well,
not. It's in one dimensional. It's
yeah, but
easy.
let me ask you a question though. Is that Detroit defense giving up 30, 40 points a game in the last couple of weeks? Is that what they're, because from what I understand you saying is that I
No,
would love to see what the average point the Detroit
but they
defense
also
is.
play Sam Darnold, who was seeing goals, who's terrified as shit.
Listen, they don't choose who they play. We
Eh,
can't, I'm
that's
not going
fine.
to do that.
They're
I just
giving
want
up
to know what are they holding the average team? What
Detroit. I got the facts.
give me the fact.
Detroit's defense was 20th overall, and
Okay.
they were allowing 21 points a game overall.
Okay.
So
Throughout the whole season, or
not
the
horrible. Yeah, throughout the whole season. Oh yeah,
okay.
throughout the whole season. So they were 20th overall on defense, which is
Mhm.
bottom tier,
Yeah.
right? Nothing fucking spectacular. And then they were giving up 21 points a game, which is I'm sorry, which is 21 points a game, which is like again bottom half of the league. 21
Okay.
points a game. It's a lot of
Mhm.
points a game, bro.
I hear you.
The,
Again.
t- the top scoring offense happens to be Detroit Lions, and they score 33 points a game.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the top. So you're allowing only 13 points less, and those,
I would be curious to see what that average was before they lost other guys. But again, you can only put out there who you could put out there, right? It, you can't
you can't
change.
you can't judge Aaron Glenn because he lost this guy. I mean you can't do that because everyone loses people.
But yes, we lose people. Yes, okay, I get what you're saying. We lose people, but damn it, you're losing half your people. It's like if we were saying it's equivalent to saying like
Yeah, but
um
Rick, who do they lose? Aiden Hutchinson. Okay, I'm gonna give you Aiden Hutchinson.
they lost damn half their backfield, the whole secondary.
But
It's
just because
everybody.
you lost a starter doesn't mean the starter was good to begin with.
Okay.
It's not like are you losing Minka Fitzpatrick back there? Are you losing whoever your top DB is? I mean, I'm talking about a real fucking DB, bro.
Oh, you
Are
talking
you
about
losing
top
that
all
guy?
them? You're talking about Pro Bowlers. I get it. I hear you, man. I hear
I'm
what you're
talking
saying.
about names, man. Or are you losing your starter because he just happened to be the best starter you got, but he's actually not that good? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. If I was a man, come on, man. If you really dug into that shit, he don't deserve it, bro. He's
Okay.
just on the best team right now. That's all it is. And
Well,
then
listen, man.
and,
Again, a lot of these guys.
and
Uh-huh.
those coaches are the ones that get these coaching jobs
Mhm.
and then they turn into shit, aka Mike McDaniels, aka maybe Ben Johnson, aka maybe Aaron Glenn. They're just riding the coattails of of,
Well,
of the
listen, yeah,
of the
listen,
coach,
man.
the
Yeah,
team.
you never. That's why I tell people you don't. That's why I'm very weary of the flavor of the day, because you just really never know. There's a lot more that, again, Ben Johnson's his only job right now. Just how you said about the defense, right? Ben Johnson's only job right now is to look in that play sheet and just run the offense. That's his job. But being a head coach, it's there's so many different levels to it. Now you're leading a whole damn franchise. You have more responsibilities. You have other things. So what do these guys turn into? I don't know, man. Listen, wasn't Mike Tomlin like a specials team coach? Or wasn't he like what was Mike Tomlin? I forgot what Dan Tomlin was, man. When he came into the, you just never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Game one, baby. Talk to me.
Dun,
Talk to
dun,
me.
dun, dun. Listen, I will say this. I give CJ Stroud, Miko Ryans, I give those boys a lot of credit because they proved us all. They proved most of Vegas and most of everybody wrong. Winning that game, man. Like, they came to play. That defense was reckless. It was stupid.
Now,
But
now question. Now, was that more of all the mistakes that the Chargers committed or made, or was it Houston actually taking care of that game?
I think Houston was bringing the pressure. Every time I saw
Okay.
they were in that backfield, those guys, the
What
guys in the
Anderson? You
middle, the
mentioned it.
dogs in
Okay.
the middle, the hogs in the middle, they were pushing that pocket back. You could see that pocket was
Yep.
getting pushed back quick. This guy had to get rid of that ball fast. So I have to give that line the credit they came to play. But I think they're coming up against a buzzsaw. They're coming up against the guys that have done this shit year in, year out.
Yeah.
Um, uh, again, again, salute to them for that hell of a win that nobody thought. But bro, again, just how the old saying is,
The train
I'm not
stops
gonna,
here.
I'm not gonna the train. Well, that's one of them. But I'm not betting against Brady. I'm not betting against Patty
No,
Mahomes.
that's a fact.
Sorry,
That's a fact.
sorry.
I'm listen, man. I second everything you said. My only thing is it 8.5. I know it's the playoffs, so that plays a little bit into it for me. The Mika Ryan's got the defense playing decent, and the first game they played, they only beat them by a few points. You know what I'm saying? It was under 10. So I'm curious. I'm shocked as to why they're getting 8.5. Especially such a
Well,
long.
they're at home.
I mean, yeah, they're all
They're in
home.
Arrowhead. They're at home.
I
Um,
love all that. Listen. I'm on the Chiefs all day. I just want to know. I just don't know where the number is. I'm not. I don't feel comfortable laying 8.5.
okay.
That's my thing. Where do you feel comfortable? Come in. We're both from the Chiefs,
Oh yeah,
clearly.
we're both on the Chiefs side now.
So money line. Money
No,
line
money
doesn't
line. I
seem
think
to.
there's nothing
Yeah,
there.
that
It's like,
there's no. It's listen, bro. It's I'm looking at. I'm on the hard rock right now. It's negative 450, minus 450.
yeah,
There's no money. There's no value there. So
no.
to get value, especially out of all these games, we're gonna have to, go on spreads.
You have to push the line. You have to get risky here.
Is there any chance you move it towards Houston and take Houston? Is there any chance you do that?
A plus Houston.
Like a plus 10 and a half?
I was in that mindset. I had that thought as well. Ah,
Or you more comfortable bringing it down to like a 2.5 and taking Chiefs at home?
I think Chiefs win it more than a field goal. I'm confident they're plus three. They're minus 3.5 at minimum. At minimum 3.5.
Okay,
Um.
I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna plug in 2.5 right now for now,
Mhm.
and then we can play with the total numbers. You see, even the 2.5 is 400, bro. Minus 400.
They're telling you that there's gonna be no money in that. You have to push that. Okay, what would it look like if we did Houston plus 10 or 10 and a half?
Yo, I got this cold, man. I had a cold and I cannot get rid of it. So plus 10.5 is minus 135,
Oh, okay. I
which I'm
mean,
willing to push that up, man. All right.
does the Chiefs beat them by 2 touchdowns? That's the question. Listen,
The thing is, bro, I'm telling
can
you,
I
man.
paint a picture? Can I paint a
Yeah, of
picture?
course.
They're going in the Arrowhead. I'm pretty sure it's going to be cold as shit. A Houston team that doesn't really have any playoff experience is coming in there. They're a dome team. They're inside guys, and they're coming into this mecca of this coliseum of of oh, I, I don't see
So
it,
they
man.
so the last game it was Houston 19, Kansas City 27
What
at
week was
Kansas
this?
City. This was week this is December 21st, which is about week fuck, I don't know, man. I can't tell you.
Week
Let's say week like
no, it's a back
15,
end. It's definitely the
14.
back end of the season, maybe week 14.
Yeah, and then but they had Tank Dell, and then now they don't have Tank Dell. And they probably had
And
this
what
other
was it,
guy.
1927?
Yeah. So that's 8 points.
Again, I could see Kansas City winning by a touchdown. I could see that, man.
Five and a
Again,
half.
call it 5.5 if you want to call it
Okay.
five
All
and a half.
right. I'm gonna plug in that 5.5, and we'll see.
I
We'll
mean,
see what we'll see what happens with Grimmer.
but no, but I want you to take my take and break it in debacle it
Well,
if
yeah.
you see it.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, what I'm saying is take my take, and if you feel in any way any different from it, just rip me apart. Like not rip me apart, but
No. So
take me down.
I'm just real quick. Just real
So
quick.
so this is my vision of what I see. I
Yeah.
see
Yeah. Yeah.
a young team with inexperience
Yeah. Yeah.
going
Yeah.
into a coliseum with guys that they do this shit in their sleep.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
This is what these guys do in their sleep with what arguably the greatest coach and the greatest quarterback that's ever going to live eventually, maybe by the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
this shit's over with.
Quarterback, Kansas City.
And
Coaching, Kansas City. Defense, Kansas City.
that's where I was just going to go. I just
know.
said, not only that, the last prior years, the Kansas City defense wasn't, that Spagnuolo defense wasn't that hot. They were just, this year,
Yeah.
throughout the regular season, that defense has been carrying that offense for not
fuck with
care. Oh, no, I don't want to say carrying, but
Yeah.
they've
I know
took
what you mean.
they played their part. So
I fuck with
again,
that. Five, let's plug in 5.5 for now, and then we'll see what the other games bring. So let's move on to the nightcap on Saturday. Oh, by the way, do you agree with my anytime touchdowns? Pacheco and Mixon.
I like Pacheco. I think Pacheco.
I
Yes,
like Pacheco. I think, and that's another element that they're going to add. I know Pacheco he's been playing since about week 16, 17, but now he's finally like, you know how it takes a few weeks to come back and get their shit
get your
in
legs
order.
under him. Get that football.
So now he's got it under him. So I love the Pacheco pick. I like Mixon because they got to they have to run the ball. So that would be like but I also like Nico Collins. Out of as a wide receiver.
Yeah, listen, man. Pacheco runs hard, man. He's like a
He
train.
he runs hard as shit. He runs hard as shit.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Showdown in Motown. Ooh,
Oof.
baby. Talk to me.
Wow.
Talk to me.
Wow. Listen, man.
You want me to run it off?
Okay. You have the rookie Jaden Daniels. Again, nobody thought. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody, but let's be honest, guys. 90% of the public didn't think that Washington was gonna be anything this year.
No shot.
Nobody thought. No, they'll come on here and say or leave a comment. Yeah, man, I knew these guys were gonna be this. Nobody knew this shit. This wasn't like, you know. I give Jaden Daniels his props in the sense of coming in there as a rookie quarterback. I know it's difficult, and just again, I think he's surrounded by the right team. He's surrounded by the right atmosphere that allowed him to grow into where he is now. They're coming into Detroit, which a franchise that has not won anything ever in their lives. This is Eminem's day. Eminem will be at that game. Kid Rock will be at that game. Any other Detroit guy will be at that game, and they're getting Monty back. Monty, I think he's coming back for this game.
No, he's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back.
Another
Mom,
buzzsaw. Talk to me.
okay. Listen, Detroit's winning this game.
They have
I
to.
just, I just no, yeah, they're winning this game. It's like etched in stone, bro. Like it's destiny, right?
Well, if
Now,
Detroit beats Detroit, then listen. If
that's
they lose
true.
this
That's true.
game, if
Nah,
they lose this game,
ain't no.
they will be Detroit forever.
Well, yeah. If you lose this game, anyways. Detroit win this game. I just don't know about how many. It's the same. It's the same kind of thing that I have going on with Kansas City, right? By how many are they? By how many points? Listen, that's a high over and under right now, 55 and a half. Vegas is predicting a fucking shootout. And in shootouts, anything can happen. Because the first quarterback that makes a mistake, that team loses, right?
Mhm.
So who do we trusting to make them? Who are we trusting not to make that mistake first? The rookie Jaden Daniels on the road, or Jared Goff, who's been through all the big games, who's destined to make a Super Bowl, who's on the team that,
Well, he
damn,
has
bro.
made a Super Bowl, right? He did make a Super Bowl already.
I'm sorry, he has made a Super Bowl. You're right, with the Rams. He's been through all the he's been through all the moments, all the emotions.
That
This is
stadium's
just
gonna be
another game.
rocking. That stadium's
This
gonna
is
be
just, this is
lit.
just another game. The stadium is going to be rocking and rolling. Do they beat him by 10 though? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because Washington all year, man. Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn and Scary Terry and Robinson, they don't figured it out all year, and they got into this place. Now listen, they beat the Bucks last week, but let's be honest. If you watch that game, Washington shouldn't have been here.
That's where
They
I'm
shouldn't
saying.
have been here.
That's what I'm talking. That's where
They shouldn't have been here.
I was gonna that's where my rebuttal or my thought was gonna come into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, they shouldn't have won that game.
Baker screwed up, and Baker knows it. It was self-inflicted wounds with Tampa Bay. Washington should have been here, man. They shouldn't be here.
So again, Washington, kudos to them for again for listen. Anytime your team makes it, more power to you. But when you're coming up against Destiny, like when Destiny's in front
It
of
feels like it.
somebody,
It sure feels like it.
they coming for that ass. And what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? They're gonna punch you in the mouth. And what you gonna do? And I just think Detroit is destined to I don't want to say take it all the way, but they're destined to kind of move past this thing. What would it look like if Detroit minus again another 5.5? Let's just say another 5.5.
5.5. We're negative minus 210.
Should Detroit with Monty coming back, Amount St. Brown, the tight end Laporta?
I'm to be honest with you, I'm afraid of the total, man. I'm afraid of the total
The
because Vegas,
offensive line, Penei
yeah.
Sewell.
But Vegas is telling you this is going to be a 30 to 35 game. That's what Vegas is saying. So if it's 30 to 35, or look, 55 points, it's 30-25, 30-26.
Or
See,
can Vegas be saying it's a blowout? Or is Vegas saying Detroit's going to run the table? Look at
So
the
what
look
you
at,
saying? You with Detroit's defense, you think Aaron Glenn's going to stop Jane Daniels to 14 points?
Listen, man, I don't know,
Let's
dude.
say, all right. Let's say, What do you give Washington scoring against Detroit right now? Okay, listen. Detroit's defense. I told you they're 20th overall and they allow 20 points a game. Washington's offense. They're sixth in offense overall, and they average 28 points a game.
But we're in the playoffs now, bro. I
Yeah,
think
I know we're
I
in the
think
playoffs. I know we're in the playoffs.
I think when the playoffs come, I think things change. Again, can I see Washington scoring 21? Yeah,
21 to
probably.
what? 21 to what?
Well,
20, 31, 21?
I could see that probably somewhere around there.
31, 21 sounds good. So that's 10 points.
I could see that. I could see
So
that.
if we bring them down to 5.5, we should be in the safe zone.
I would think we would be in the safe. You
Okay.
said it's minus two something.
It's negative, yeah, minus 210.
I mean, listen,
Okay.
Detroit. Listen,
So that
If Detroit is who they say they are, they
right.
have to beat this team
You
by a
gotta beat this,
touchdown.
you gotta beat this team convincingly.
A touchdown.
Yes.
You gotta like,
Bro, if this shit was a regular season, we wouldn't even been thinking twice about it.
yeah.
Would we?
No, I don't think so. No, no,
I don't
not
think
at all.
so. But a lot of people put in like, oh, it's a playoffs. I get it, but bro, it's just another game. To be honest with you,
Well, dude, I mean, listen, well, listen, these guys know that they're either going somewhere or they're going to Cancun. One or the
yeah,
other. There's no more, there's no other day that they're gonna play. So I would hope
no, that's
this
facts.
game. Oh God, this game, man. I've been murmur.
I'm,
I've
I'm,
been
I know you've been, I know you've been going back and forth. I'm gonna give you a few stats before you talk on it. So we got the Rams, right? They got the 15th overall offense. I'm sorry, offense. They're averaging about 22 points a game. Versus Philly's offense, number 10th overall, 27 points a game. Now this is why I'm leaning a certain way versus another, right? You got the Rams defense overall 25th, allowing 22 points a game, and you got Philly coming in with the number one offense. I'm sorry, number one. What the heck? Number one defense, allowing 17 points a game. So it's like, wait, I just completely fucked all that shit up. All that shit up. All that shit up. All that shit up. My
listen,
kids,
Panthers
man,
number one
listen.
offense of the year.
Panthers the best in the world, and they're going to the Super Bowl.
Best pass rush.
So DJ, scratch the last 45 seconds off.
We will edit this out, ladies and gentlemen. No, we will not.
Anyways, bro, listen, man, listen. No, real talk. Again, Philly, 10th overall on offense. Rams, 25th overall on defense. What do you think Philly's gonna come in there and do to them? Are they gonna throw the ball left and right? Are they gonna run the ball? What do you
Well,
think?
listen, man, they haven't been.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Based upon where I see that team at right now, with this guy reading a book on the sideline, I think they're gonna run the fuck out of that. They're gonna try to run the fuck out of that ball. They're gonna try to.
So Philly averages 180 yards a game on the ground. The Rams give up 130 on the ground. Saquon Barkley is gonna have a goddamn field day with the number one offense in the league. I'm sorry, number one offensive line in the league. And they're gonna play action the hell out of them. Bro, this Rams team, it's like a little Cinderella. I like Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua. I get all that. This is another team that doesn't belong here. The only reason that they're here is because all the injuries from San Francisco, and then after that, Arizona fucking sucks because Kyler Murray can't see over his offensive line. Fucking Geno Smith over there, he sucks too. Like, they don't belong.
But can
They
I
don't
say
belong in
something?
the same stadium with the Philadelphia Eagles, bro.
Can I tell you something though?
Of course.
This is why I love this game called football. Because this game that we call and that we all love called football is a sport that's not you can't predict it to some extent. And again, look, going back to where we every year we pick a ticket for a division winners. And the beauty of this game is that when the playoffs come, there are some dark horses that come to play, and that they come hard. Am I saying that the Rams are going to come in there and spank Philly? Probably not. But
Are the Rams going to get 10 sacks again versus number one offense and one of the most mobile quarterbacks in the league? Come
the
on,
guy
man.
that you say sucks, the guy that you say sucks.
Jalen Hurts? He's not a quarterback. He's not a quarterback.
So
But when you have the best offensive line in the game, I mean, shit, anyone can make a throw.
I don't know about that, man.
Come on, man. Have you seen the screenshots of the offensive line blocking against Green Bay? It's like a fucking it's like a
It's a wall. It's a wall. It's a great wall of
it's a
China.
wall. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. My little heart says it's not again.
The only reason St. Louis, holy shit.
Yeah, whoa.
The Rams look that good is because Sam Darnold sucks.
Ah,
This is a real team they're going against, man.
okay.
Hey, this is my opinion, man. This is my opinion.
All right,
It's my
can we like put this on the back burner for a second? Can we
course.
just let's
You want to move on to the late game? Ooh. All right, let's go, baby. All right.
this
All
is
right.
even
All
oh my
right.
god, what are we?
Holy shit.
It's
Listen, man, I'm gonna
it's
put
like
you.
Superman against Batman. Like who are you? Oh
Listen,
man,
man, this game is crazy, man. Listen, we got the number one offense in Baltimore scoring 31 points a game versus Buffalo, number 9 offense in the game, also scoring 31 points a game, though, which is very interesting. You got Baltimore defense coming in at 9 overall, allowing 21 points a game. And then you got Buffalo coming at 17th overall, allowing 21 points a game. Now, I asked you, just like I asked you the last time, what is the game plan for the Baltimore Ravens in this game? How do they beat Buffalo?
they use shake and bake, baby. It's Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
They average
It's
200
magician.
yards on the ground. 200 yards. Buffalo's given up 113 yards on the ground. The first time they played, Derrick Henry got 200. Okay? Listen, fuck the stats, right?
Hold on, I want to get geeky here. I'm gonna get a little geeky here. I want to know what the weather's like gonna be in Buffalo.
17 degrees.
Is there any
Cold as shit.
snow?
No snow. No snow.
Just
So
cold as
far.
shit out there.
So far, just cold as shit. I'll pull it up for you. I'll pull it up for you. No snow. That's what they say.
So it's just gonna be cold as shit.
Cold as shit.
This seems like a run. Fucking. It's. Does Baltimore go up into Indian Orchard and beat Buffalo? Is that where we're?
I'm sorry, but I think they do, man. I think they do. I'm not even being biased.
No,
right now.
I know. I can see it in your mannerism. You're not being a hater.
I'm not even being a hater, bro. I'm not even being a hater.
Honest with yourself.
I just think that Lamar has a lot more. Okay, let's go back. Coaching. Who's got the better coach? Sean McDermott is nice. I'm not saying he's not nice.
Yeah,
but are you going to take Sean McDermott over John Harbaugh?
Probably
and that's
not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Quarterbacks.
And you got Monk in the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
over there in Baltimore.
Quarterbacks are a wash. Quarterback a wash, right? You can take either one.
But can I just interject 1 second here? Again, I am no way at all a hater of Lamar Jackson. That boy is a South Florida boy, Pompano, home team sense of that. But there's always a little part of me when the playoffs come that I get scared of Lamar Jackson. I don't know why.
Yeah, because he hasn't had Derrick Henry before.
So then again, are you saying then that's the X factor here? Look,
that's it.
This is what's taking Baltimore over the hump.
That's it. Listen, if you put the same exact teams, right, against each other, no matter the players, I'm talking about the same exact team, and you have Lamar on one side, you have Allen on the other side. Allen's winning all fucking day. He is the better overall player. Overall, he's a better quarterback, and he can run just as good as Lamar. Not as fast, not as agile, but he's as effective with the running.
Okay.
You're giving the almost damn same player and now you give him a Hall of Fame 6'3", 220-pound running back who can run over your fucking house. Come on, man. Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, if he plays,
All
they
right,
to me
give
it's
me
too much.
give me
To me, it's too much.
Baltimore. Give me Baltimore money line. Give me Eagles money line. What does that look like?
To me, it's too much. What do you think though? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
No, listen.
I
Listen.
don't want to convince you. I don't want to convince you into
No,
things.
it's not that you're
You
convincing me. It's
I don't
I'm
want. I
also
don't
looking
convince
at.
you.
I'm also
What's
looking
your
at.
gut say, bro?
I'm just.
Damn.
I'm
My
just
wife, Crystal's gut says Bills.
Bills. I'm just again. I'm listening to what you're saying. It's gonna be cold as shit out there. The ball's gonna be slippery. Can Josh Allen put a Superman cape on and fucking sling the ball around that Baltimore defense?
That's my thing, though. He has to become Superman, where Demar Jackson only has to be part. He just got to do his part and
That's
just
it.
let Henry do his part. They don't
Mm.
have a Darren Henry. They have a James Cook. I'm not taking nothing away from
But he's
James
not.
Cook,
He's
bro.
not. He's not.
He ain't
He's
no
not.
Derrick Henry,
He's not
bro.
6'3", 200
Not,
bound man just barreling down the hole.
bro, how many times, bro? The number one. I think Pittsburgh had the number one rush defense, and look what the hell he did to them. They ran the ball 13 times in a row. Stop me if you can. They didn't want no parts of it, bro. Number McQueen, Queen, number 6 on Pittsburgh.
Yes, McQueen. Yes, yeah.
Queen, bro, he didn't want to tackle this man anymore. Bro, like, come on, man. Come on. I
Listen
mean, listen, I
again.
might be totally off base
Just
here,
how
but
I painted the whole thing up in Arrowhead. I think you painted the picture of what it's going to look like
I
at
mean,
Indian
thank you.
Orchard. I think it is. I think I again I can't argue with you on anything you're saying. Again, I think like you said, I will take Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson if they were on if it was swapped. And if you had Josh Allen on Baltimore, it'd be a wrecking ball.
Rap. They'll be rap. They'll be the Super Bowl content. They'll be the Super Bowl winners, 18-0, undefeated. That's
Yes,
how
I think
good
so.
Josh Allen has become.
Yeah. So,
But he
but again,
it
Superman
he's
can't. You can't. He's not going to be able to go in there and take care of all of it himself.
I
I
think
agree.
I think I think I think Allen's is a superstar away from taking over this league.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a wide receiver away from taking over this league to where, like, bro, Mahomes might have to scoot over, but like he's that fucking talented, bro. Like
Yeah. Wow.
Josh Allen is ridiculous, bro. He
Gentlemen,
is
you guys
totally
hear
ridiculous.
what Jose is telling you
I'm
guys?
telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like, bro. When I'm already getting older now. Like, I'm starting to realize these are, bro. It's not about just hating the Bills anymore because I don't trust me, bro. I still hate them, and if they lose, a part of me is gonna be ecstatic, right? Just like the
Yeah.
Jets and shit. But like, I'm starting to realize, I realized with Tom Brady. It took me a while, but I realized I'm like, yo,
That's
Tom
it.
Brady's a fucking goat, man. Like, you can't even deny it anymore, right? You just sound stupid trying to deny it. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel about Josh Allen, to be honest with you.
Mm.
You know, but I just think Baltimore has too much. I think they have too much. That's it. That's it. It's
So
just not their
listen.
year. Not their
So
year.
then, so can we do again Baltimore money line? Because it's -1. It's like even
Yeah,
Vegas is.
it's got to go money line. Yeah, it has to be money
I would
line.
say, I would say Baltimore money line. And if we go back to the Eagles game, what would it look like if you go Eagles money line?
So you want to go Eagles money line?
Just curious.
So if we do Eagles money line, it's plus 474.
That's in that what sweet spot that we talked about before.
It's in that sweet spot when we were hitting, and then we got a little greedy. We got a little
We wanted a
greedy.
plus 700. You want plus seven
Yeah, yeah, we
hundred.
got a little
Seven
greedy, plus
hundred.
700, plus 800, and we started losing for the people. But this has always been our sweet spot. I'm really not mad at that, bro. I'm really not mad at that at all.
Again, is there again just how we remember how I mentioned to you last week? Is there an upset? Is there an upset in the making?
No, you see, the upsets are made for the wild card rounds.
Mm.
Divisional rounds is where the big boys come out to play and the big boys show out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you go back in history, you know, yeah. But are you gonna call Buffalo and Baltimore either one an upset? That's not an upset.
You're
That's
right.
not an upset.
In
There's
that
no upset
case,
there.
yes.
There's no upset there. The only upset that can happen
It's Washington,
is
Detroit.
so that's the game that you think that can upset them.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying if we're calling a upset, if you were to call something a upset
If I
in a
was calling
divisional
up,
game,
yeah, okay, it would
if
be
you
it would be
were to,
well, it would be
well,
any of those three.
it could be L.A.
Yeah, it
It
could
could
be
be
any of those three games.
Rams,
Yeah, it
Eagles.
could be any of those three games. Any of those three
Okay,
games.
so that's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
think
Yeah. So
like
that's what I'm saying.
most confident Detroit, second confident Kansas City, third Eagles, and then Baltimore. Baltimore is like a fucking toss up, bro. I just
That
feel
it
like
is.
they're the better team.
This
I
is
just feel
yeah.
like they're
This
the better
is
team.
again. We painted the picture of, like you said, they're going up into Indian Orchard. It's gonna be cold as shit. Um, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson are just gonna again now, again, again. I throw this question out there. Lamar Jackson, South Florida boy. Dolphins always getting told, "Hey, can't play in the cold ass weather."
Yeah, he plays in Cleveland. He plays in
Okay,
Pittsburgh. You know about that. He knows about that
okay,
shit.
so he
He,
understands.
he
So
ain't
he's
Tua,
gonna
bro.
play.
He ain't soft like Tua. He ain't soft like Tua, bro.
What do you mean the
He ain't,
Dolphins? That's just two. That's it's the whole
he
damn
ain't
team out there when they get
He ain't
cold.
soft like the Dolphins. He ain't soft like that coach. He ain't soft like them boys. He got a mentality, bro.
All
He's
right.
got a different. He got that dog mentality. We ain't
Oh
got
yeah, no.
none of them.
Listen. He is
Yeah,
different.
he a dog, bro. He a dog. He a
That
dog.
guy is different. So,
There's a
man,
reason why he's up for his third MVP, bro. And if he wins
that's
this weekend,
crazy.
he's gonna get his third MVP. Like,
That's
there's a reason for
wild.
that. There's a
That's
reason for that.
wild.
Yeah, he a dog, bro. He's a fucking dog.
So
Um,
is a ticket
so so we
Baltimore
said
Eagles?
Eagles, Ravens, Lions minus 5.5, Chiefs minus 5.5, plus 474.
I can't call it any different, bro.
You drop a hundo, you're getting back 574.
I
Man.
can't bang it anymore, brother.
And then
It
when we
is
get that okay, so you usually we get
the
that
30%
30%.
boost.
Yeah, if we add uh a same game. So usually, so what do you think would be the safest one? Saquon?
Barkley.
Saquon runs for at least. Well, no, I was looking at it. They don't even give me Saquon to run for 50, bro. The lowest they got him running is like a 65, like his alternate line. It's so ridiculous, bro. So maybe something else. What do you think? Derrick Henry for 40?
Yeah, it has to be Derrick Henry plus 40. Yo, he had me sweating that last game because
Derrick
remember
Henry,
how he
right?
started off slow as
Yeah,
hell?
yeah, he
It
did
was
start
like
slow.
I was like, oh man. I was like, bro, what are we going to do?
Yeah, no, but he pulled it through. He pulled it through. He pulled it through. Let me see. Let me see if they give us Saquon. I don't know. I don't know they haven't dropped the 30% yet. But if we add, I'm sorry, hold on, bro. Alternate rushing. Why do they have fucking Puka Nakua? So lowest you can do. Oh no, you can do Saquon for 50. You can do Saquon for 50. He
Do you
gets
feel more
50, right?
confident? Do you feel confident more in Henry running 40 or Saquon running the 50?
Well, considering that Rams give up 128 on the ground and they got a 25th overall defense, yeah, I feel good with Saquon getting 50. Bro,
Okay.
he's supposed to get 110.
Okay.
His over
So
run is 110. Like, it's insane.
so half. All right. So
Yeah,
what
so
it
about
looks
half.
like. So what does it look like if we add
No, I don't. They still haven't dropped the 30% for me, but
okay.
it doesn't even change the odds. It's still 474. But when you
Okay.
add the 30%, it'll jump from if we drop 100 each, it'll go from 474 to about I don't know 30%, six something.
So six something. That's a nice payday.
So
It's a
it's a
nice
nice
payday.
little payday. Nice little payday.
Yeah.
All right, so it's official, right?
That's
We're
it, guys.
going. So we're going Eagles money line, Chiefs minus 5.5, Lions minus 5.5, Ravens money line. Now the only reason that's the official four tickets. I mean
Four game
four leg
tickets. Okay. Yeah.
four leg ticket. The only reason why we're adding Saquon is because on Hard Rock they give you a 30% boost when you add an extra leg to a same game. So usually what we do is you just try to find the easiest leg. In this case, we think Saquon goes for 50. So they'll add 30% onto our overall ticket. So, but that's the ticket, guys. That's
That's
the
it.
ticket. Let's get a winner, man. Let's get a winner. We should have got you guys a winner last week, but shit. I can't predict the fucking future. I can just give you my best bets, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
we listen, you guys hear us. You guys hear us think it through. We don't just willy-nilly, oh, I like it. We really just put our thoughts together and really take the information and be like, all right, we're gonna make the best decision we got, right? So
Yeah, and that's
uh
all we can do.
that's all we can, guys. So
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Always, please like and subscribe. Check out the socials on top, especially TikTok. That's what we're blowing up the most. But no, I appreciate all the engagement. Appreciate everything. Really
for
appreciate it.
sure. So from your boy Bear Down Rick and my boy Jay, the producer, One Leg Loser Podcast, we out to the championship round. We'll have a winning
Peace.
ticket. Let's go.